Alright, what's going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel, and this is my very first video on the Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War beta. And I'm not gonna sit here and rant on the game. I'm not gonna say it's trash. I'm not gonna say the game still needs a lot of work. The game is at a horrible state and it's at the point of no return. I'm not gonna sit here and say that, because one, it's an actual beta, alright? And I give credit to Treyarch. The changes we asked for, they fixed them, and the games feel better. It feels better, and honestly, I still feel like a lot of changes can still be implemented before the game actually comes out in November. So, like I said, it's still a beta. I don't know why everybody is already ranting saying the game is trash. We're in the beta stage. We're not even in the full game or anything like that. They obviously still have work that needs to be done. I don't know how to put that, but yeah, it's a beta. So first off, I want to say the gunplay feels good. Hit detection, it's alright, but connectivity issues played the game, and I think that's gonna be a problem at launch. It's gonna be a problem throughout this game's entire life cycle. Alright, because when you shoot people in this game for some weird reason, you get bullet registration, but you sometimes lose a gunfight, and you know you don't miss shots. It's like Black Ops 4. The game is more like Black Ops 4 toned down than it is Black Ops 2 or any other Black Ops game. Well, at least once you unlock Stem Shot, it's gonna feel more like Black Ops 4 in a sense. But imagine playing Black Ops 4 on the next gen, like Call of Duty like engine. Imagine that. So it feels better. I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say that, you know, the game don't feel good nor did it look good. Now, there is a problem that I want to address, and I think this needs to be addressed before launch, because I think the devs can honestly do something about this, and that's visibility. Alright, I tried a lot of modes. I'm not gonna sit here and elaborate on that, but for some weird reason, I don't know if it's the new engine that Call of Duty is on, I don't know, but it's hard to see people sometime in the game, if that makes sense. It's hard to see people because I feel like the character uniforms, the characters overall blend in with the environment in certain situations, so it's kind of hard to see people. I suggest making the uniforms a little lighter instead of the whole, like, instead of the entire character visibility, make the uniforms themselves a little brighter, or change them up, like give each team different uniforms that stand out from the environment in the map. I think that'll help out a lot. Like, it's not hard seeing the player, but it's kind of hard knowing like which one, like who you're shooting at. Like in certain examples, if you're walking on Cartel in the grass, whatever like that, or you're like behind the wall, you may not know that that's an enemy right there because he blends in with the environment. So overall, visibility is my biggest concern, because us old heads, it's kind of hard for us to see our enemies. So I would suggest making them a little lighter, or changing how the uniforms work, in my opinion. Now, I got a chance to test out a lot of weapons, the created class, weapon progression, and I'm not gonna rant on that, but so far I don't like how you progress your weapons in this game. I don't know if it's just because we're in the beta stage, but I really hope that come November, the full game release, I hope that it doesn't take this long to rank up like weapon attachments, because if it does, then it's gonna be another problem that I dislike, because for some weird reason in this game, the base weapons don't perform very well. Like, I know that Treyarch did a little weapon balancing, they tuned, nerfed, and buffed a couple of weapons, but I feel like without the proper attachments, the weapon is useless in certain gunfights, if that makes sense. But anyways, I really do hope they increase the weapon progression. I'm not gonna rant on that too much, because it's not really a big thing. It's not my biggest concern with this game. Alright, now let's move into something else. The maps. Alright, the maps so far they're not really bad. They're 3-lane maps, like they're Treyarch style maps, but with a twist, because of the next engine of Call of Duty. Yes, these are new engine maps. These aren't like your traditional 3-lane maps. They're 3-lane though, but they're different. They still feel very good. They feel better than Modern Warfare maps. And I'm not just saying that, I truly mean that. You have less safe spaces. There are doors that you cannot open. There are no doors at all, and overall it feels better, in my opinion. Another thing, I like how the new score streak system worked. They changed how the way it worked, so now it works a lot better than it did in the alpha. The cooldown actually makes sense now on the score streak, so for UAV the cooldown isn't as long as it was in the alpha. It's a lot shorter now because it's a spy plane, you know what I'm saying? It's a UAV. It shouldn't be freaking 30 seconds of cooldown. It should be like 15, 10 seconds maybe. Artillery, bro, everything makes sense as far as the score streaks, alright? Now, as far as I got into the weapon progression, now let's talk about, well, let's elaborate further on hit registration in this game. Alright, for some weird reason, when you get into a gunfight with someone, sometimes I feel like it's a fair gunfight, and sometimes I feel like I get like instantly melted, and I don't like that. I really don't. So I don't think it's fair in a sense. I think that needs to be looked at. I think that's a connectivity issue. I really don't know, but I hope that Treyarch or someone addresses that. I really do. But my biggest concern with this game is not the maps, it's not the hit detection, it's not how the visibility works, it's not how the matchmaking work. Yeah, I love how they did map vote. My biggest concern with this game, skill-based matchmaking, alright? Right now, currently, I haven't experienced much skill-based matchmaking, but I can see it's gonna be a problem heading into the release for this game. And you know, that's what turned me off about Black Ops 4. I hated how Black Ops 4, like how they did skill-based matchmaking in that game. I hated how Infinity War did it in Modern Warfare. Overall, I hate skill-based matchmaking. Like, if you're gonna have it in the game, can you only have it in the competitive like playlist? Don't have it in the core, because like a lot of us just want to get gameplay, or just get on and casually play. We don't want to sweat 24/7. Like, sure, it's okay to have certain matches where you sweat, but like I said, a lot of people been complaining about skill-based matchmaking again. I haven't felt skill-based matchmaking really too much. I mean, I felt it a couple of games, but like I say, it wasn't nothing major or extreme like Modern Warfare skill-based matchmaking. It wasn't nothing too crazy. It was alright. So like, I don't know, man. It's not a bad game. It plays like Black Ops 4, but like as far as, well, the movement wise is its own thing. That's another thing I want to get to. But the overall core gameplay feels good. Feels really good. It's not clunky. It's not as bad as people thought it was gonna be. I like how they changed the movement though, so you feel less sticky when you're moving. It's like you go to an animation when you're sprinting, then you slide out. Actually feels pretty smooth. You don't feel like you're doing an exo slide. You don't feel like you're sliding faster than you run on feet. Well, that's how it's supposed to feel, but you guys get the idea. Graphical wise, graphics received a huge improvement. It became really good. You know, graphics, they look really good for this new engine that they're using. And you know, it's the same engine just been built upon that Infinity War used to build Modern Warfare off of. So graphics, I don't want to hear nobody say Infinity War graphics are better than Treyarch's, because nah, Treyarch graphics are really good. This game has really good graphics. The mini map works. We got a full working mini map. No longer should we guess where our enemies are when they shoot. We can actually red dots on the mini map. We can use the mini map the proper way to know where we're going, to guide us through the map, to guide us where enemies are. So it's a good thing. I don't hear too many bad things to say about this game, other than like I say, the hit registration, connectivity issues. That's about it, because everything else seems fair. And also, like, continue working on balancing, changing weapons. And other than that, I mean, we pretty much got a solid game. And yeah, there are a few frame rate drops here and there, but when I changed, yeah, like I said, a few frame rate drops here and there. You also have a field of view slider, FOV slider, and I was playing around with that a couple times too, and it didn't really like affect frame rate at all. Honestly, it's not bad. Honestly, it's not a bad game. I can see myself playing it. It's fun. I can say that. People actually move around. I'm not playing hide and seek with people. Feels like an arcade shooter, like it should be. Unlike Modern Warfare, Modern Schnorfare, Modern Warfare, the remake, COD 4 Modern Warfare, whatever you want to call it. It feels better than that. And I'm not just saying that. I mean, everybody has their own opinion, but if you want to go off core gameplay, then I give it the Black Ops Cold War. Core gameplay feels good. Feels really good. It feels fun. It feels fluid. And that's really all I gotta say. This is my first impressions of the beta. I played a total of 15 games today. Yes, I know life. Just to give you guys this honest feedback. I got more gameplay coming. But this is my opinion on it. It's not a bad game. Actually pretty good. Honestly, it really is. So, catch up with you guys later.
I'm falling. Tell me why.